Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl eToro, aka I See You Glam, and we are back with another video to conclude our entrepreneur slash business life series. One of my major points in wanting to start this series was to bring you guys along the ups and the downs and the roads and things, and just so you guys get a better look at business life as a young black educated woman here in America. This video specifically is going to dive into the importance of relationships, business relationships, more specifically the relationship between a business and its consumer or its client, its customer. So if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more, stay tuned. But before we get into the video, y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Hit the subscribe button, make sure you thumbs up the video, rate it, let me know what you think, leave a comment, and tell your mother, your father, your baby sister, your cousin, tell everybody to pull up because we're finna get it cracking. Let's roll. Okay guys, I wanted to get on here and film this video. I know the title is a little bit like, what do you mean sis you don't support black businesses, or you have a hard time supporting black businesses? You're a black business yourself. Let me explain. So long before I was a black business, before I became I See You Glam LLC, I've been a consumer. I've been a consumer most all my life. You know, as soon as I could make my own purchases with my own money, I became an educated consumer. I bought products, I shop the same way anyone does. Having my own business doesn't stop me from purchasing and consuming other products. So I've been a consumer longer than I've been a business owner, and let me just say, I've had some experiences, and I think I became more awakened and more alert of the experiences themselves when I became a business owner. So I officially started I See You Glam, the brand, about 5 years ago when I graduated from college. I legally started I See You Glam, the brand, this year, 2020. So along that route, along that journey, I've learned and researched and picked up a lot of things about how to conduct business, what are the proper ways of conducting business, how to not conduct business, how to gain customers, how to retain customers, how to keep them coming back. So I'm not going to keep you guys here too long, but I just wanted to give you guys a little chit chat story time about where I really picked this up from and why I have a hard time shopping and supporting and buying black. Not because I don't believe in the cause, or not because I don't love to support black. Like, anyone that knows me knows that I like to get my hair done by a black stylist, my esthetician, my nail lady, my toe lady, my clothes lady, everybody. I love to shop black because I am a black business, and I think what you get out, what you give. So I shop black all the time. But I had two instances within the last year with two black businesses that really turned me off and made me think, like, I really hope this is not the way we conduct our business all around. So I'll give you guys the short stories. Both scenarios happened with black hair companies. If you don't know, as I See You Glam, started off selling hair. So I was selling hair and doing makeup when I started I See You Glam. So I know all about selling hair. Like, you can't run no game on me about selling hair. Like, I know how it works. One huge hair company, I'm not going to give too much information because I don't want to like out the company, because that's not my intention, but a huge company. The other one is not as huge, but definitely on the up and coming. I think a little bit more niched of a company. Just to set the premise and let you guys know that these weren't small scale businesses. One for sure was a huge business. The other one, I can cut a lot more slack because I know they're newer in the game and they're just coming up. So boom. Big business, the big business. Yeah, this is when I stopped selling hair and I was looking for hair to purchase for clients. Went to this company because I know people personally that have purchased and have invested their money in this company and feel like they are a good company. So I was like, you know what, I trust my girls' words. If they say the company is good, the company is straight, so let me invest. Pay my money, I'm waiting for my package. I get an email from them directly saying that one of the items that I ordered is no longer in stock. I think it was like a 20-inch frontal. So they were going to be, they were going to be refunding me my money or something along those lines. So I promptly emailed them back and I said, hey, listen, okay, no problem, you don't have what I need. Can I swap the item for something else that you have on your site? I think the prices were differing in about $10-15. Actually, No, that's not what happened. What I said first was, okay, you don't have the item I purchased in stock. Can I have a refund, right? Me, straight thinking businesswoman, if I have a product on my site, if you guys go on my site and you see that Modern Mava is available for purchase, and you purchase it, and you spend and send your money to me, and I don't have the product, regardless of what my company policies are, whether I do or do not accept refunds on purchases for cosmetics, I will issue you a full refund because that mistake is solely my own. As a business owner, one of your priorities or one of your responsibilities is to manage your inventory. So if your inventory is off, that's your mistake. You know, it's your mistake. It's human error. Things happen. We're not gonna be super mad and punch you and beat you down for it. Things happen. I totally understand. But as a business owner, you take that loss, you take that mistake on your own. So I emailed them and said, okay, no problem. I wasn't angry. I had no attitude. I said, shh, cool, things happen. Can I have a refund? They said, sorry, due to our store policies, we don't offer refunds, so we'll issue a store credit. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, all right, this is annoying, but I don't really want a store credit because I didn't have plans on shopping at that store again. It's not a company that I frequent a lot. It's, you know, I personally get and source my own hair. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna take the store credit. Let me see if I can just exchange and get a different item. Like, it's the same store, same money, like this should be fine. So I saw a similar item and I think the price difference in the two items was like $5 or $10. So I emailed them back. I said, hey, listen, you don't really need a store credit, but is there any way that I could swap the items? So instead of getting the $150 item, can I get the $140 item and make it happen that way? Representative emails me back and says, sorry, we can't offer that. We don't offer exchanges or anything. We're gonna have to issue a store credit. So then I started getting a little bit itchy. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I went on your website and bought an item that you had advertised. I didn't make the item up. I didn't send money freely. I purchased through your normal purchasing options. If you don't have the item that I'm looking to purchase, why penalize me for it? You should be, as a business, trying to accommodate the customer, especially when you've now made the mistake. So I was confused because I was getting a little bit of attitude, and things were just a little bit weird from the representative side. Long story short, they never ended up giving me an exchange for the item, and that really turned me off. So that's a company that I'm never going to support ever again. I fully understand how store policies work, but I think as a business owner, when the mistake is on your side, you kind of have to regroup and kind of say, all right, how did I mess up? What can I do to make this situation better? Your customer is not always right, but your customer is always right. And at the end of the day, your customers are what keep your business afloat. If you have that mentality of, oh, we can afford to lose this one customer, it's a terrible mentality to have, because if you think you can afford to lose one customer, the same way you lose that one customer, you lose another 5, you lose another 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on and so forth and so on. So that turned me off, and that was a huge company. So let's remember that story. Second story happened with a not so big company, but a big enough company where I was like, I ordered hair, another piece of hair for somebody, and ordered their hair. Let's say I ordered their hair top of November 1st. I didn't get an order confirmation email. I didn't get shipping confirmation. I didn't get any sort of notification email. Now, I, as a consumer, fully respect businesses, processing times and shipping times. If you tell me it takes 2 weeks to process, it takes 2 weeks to process. If you tell me it takes another 7 days to ship, it takes another 7 days to ship. If I've made that conscious decision to go ahead and make that purchase, I take that and I'll wait that, so I won't bug you. I placed my order top of November. 7 days processing time passed. Gave it another 4 days. 7 days shipping time passed. I gave it another 3 days. And I said, you know what? Let me reach out to this company. I reached out to them once. I didn't hear anything back from them. Reached out to them via email. I reached out to them via Instagram DM. Once I didn't hear back from them, emails twice. So I emailed them once, followed up on it a second time. Didn't hear back. I told they were posting all over Instagram, so I DM'd them on Instagram. It wasn't until I DM'd them on Instagram that I got a response via email, which for me turned me off already. I'm like, okay, I see how you conduct your business. I sent them a rather pleasant email for the situation that I was in. Finally hear back from them, and all I get from them is, sorry, we will refund your money. And I think that was it. It was a very empty email. There was really not much remorse, not really much they did to retain the customers, right? Let's remember these words that I'm saying. We're saying retain, we're saying like accommodate. These are recurring words, right? another business I won't be patronizing again. So I say these stories to kind of set the premise for where and why I have a problem supporting Black businesses. To me, as a fellow Black owned business, I find it so strange as a business in general that you don't place more focus and more attention on your customer service. Don't let Instagram fool you. If you want to start your own business, you want to start your own thing, let this be one of my biggest pieces of advice to you. Don't let Instagram fool you and let you think that because you have 50,000 people liking your pictures and commenting on your posts that you have 50,000 transactions through your business. Because the two don't equate. Don't think that because you've hit 100,000 followers on your business page that you now have $100,000 or 100,000 purchases on your website waiting. The two don't equate. And this is something that I learned, thankfully, when I first started business as ICU Glam selling hair, that your word is your bond, and your customer service really does serve you further and further and further than most anything. If I have a positive transaction with a customer or a client, the chances of my customer or my client now going to their friend and saying, yo, I got these bomb cosmetics from ICU Glam, she's dope, products are dope, experience was dope, everything was dope, you need to try it out, that word holds stronger than most anything. It all starts with your attentiveness to how you treat your customers, what your policies are, how you're really trying to serve your customer. Because at the end of the day, you may start your business because it's your passion and it's what you do, but you're starting it for the benefit of others. You know, you don't start your business because you want to buy all your product. You start your business because you have the intention that you want to serve others. You want others to come and patronize you and enjoy your product. You want to be of service to them. I feel like I really went into ICU Glam with the intentions of making my shoppers experience an experience. And as I translate and talk and communicate with other people about my brand, I always tell people that I want your time and your money spent with ICU Glam to be a total experience. From the time you enter my website, you enter my store, you browse through my products, you're shopping, the language you're consuming, the pictures you're seeing, the accessibility on the website, I want it to be a totally glam experience. I want you to feel like, wow, I've just entered the glam haven, the total glam zone. And in building that, I've really learned that, listen, if my customers have a concern or a complaint, I'm here to listen and I'm ready to help and I'm ready to fix it any way that I can. This shopping experience goes beyond the dollar. It's not just about the green. And I think once you recognize that as a business, and once you stop making it so about you and making it so personal, you'll be able to profit more as a business owner. Now, I'm not a $1 million business and I'm a growing, expanding business, but I feel like I've locked and loaded in that aspect of my business relationships with my customers, where people feel like if there's an issue, if there's a concern, if they have a question, if there's an inquiry, they have no hesitations about reaching out to me, because I will answer not only promptly. That's another thing. I'm not leaving your messages and your emails. Well, let's not talk about DMs because that's not where we do business. But I'm not leaving your emails for weeks. That's not professional, and that's not conducting business with your customer in mind. I fully understand that there's no business here with me if there's no business with my customers. And I think that's a takeaway message, is that as you're building your business and expanding your brand, make sure that at each step of the way, whether it's your branding, your marketing, your product, your accessibility, your visibility, make sure you're producing these things with your customer in mind. How, as a customer, am I going to navigate the site? Is my experience going to be easy? Is it going to be confusing? When I receive my products, what's the experience from receiving the product to opening and using the product? You know, my packaging, is my packaging aesthetically pleasing? Is it exciting? Is there an experience? Is there any added joy from just getting the package and seeing the package and opening the package? For anybody who's considering starting their business or putting their best foot forward as their brand, if you're in a consumer-based field where you really do rely on your customers, then you got to work a little harder and work a little stronger. And I think especially as Black owned businesses, where people are already trying to count us out, people are already expecting us to be you know, of less stature and poor demeanor, and not recognizing our customers, and customer service just lacking in general, I think it's unfortunate, but it's just the world's truth that we need to put 10 best feet forward. Like, it's not about putting your best foot forward, you got to put 10 of those feet forward, and you got to really be in it to win it, and you really have to be intentional and aware of how you're conducting business. There's going to be no greater review or reference to your business than word of mouth from a past client or past customer. Always, 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 always make sure that as you're developing your business, don't only put time into the product. Of course, your product is your main seller. Also put time into what's my customer service going to look like. Even as a small business, even if you're just one person on your own, how am I going to communicate with my customers? Whether I'm going to have just email, am I going to have emails through my website, am I going to have an online chat through my website, am I going to have a phone line where they can reach me? What does communication look like? That's super important, especially as an online run business. How do they get in contact with me? At least in my experience, I found that even when you make the biggest mistake as a business owner, when you can own up to it, take that, apologize, and see what you can do to fix. I've had instances where people are like, you know what, don't even sweat it, like, it's totally okay, like, whatever, you know. It's, remember that you're dealing with people, and people to people interactions are huge, and how you treat people will go a very long way. And that's not only a lesson for business, but a lesson for life. I hope you guys have learned something. I hope that was informative. I hope to stay more consistent with this series, because I'm not really one that's really big on giving out free game, just because I feel like most of what I've learned and what I know and what I've come to be, I've really picked up off of resources that are free and accessible to most people. But I am an each one teach one kind of person. If I know something and I can help you, and if you can help me, then why not? So that's my intention with this. We'll learn more together, we'll grow together, we're gonna all become $1 million businesses together in Jesus' mighty name. Wait, I said $1 million? I meant to say $1 billion businesses together in Jesus' mighty name. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching and rocking with your girl. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.